What is going on, everybody? Super 21 here, and today we have the second class trial. Thank God nobody suspects that it's us. So is everybody ready to what? Am I blind? Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How can I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out of here. Kicking and screaming, just one moment please. Just like that, he said. A few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. You're terrible. So now, everybody's here, right? Okay then, I'll go into the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm, so meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? I don't feel like talking, I just want to get on to this class trial. You have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator with shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good. You're rip-raring to go. What the fuck did... Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial. Yes. Alright, I think we still only have one skill. Yeah, we only have her skill. Yeah, we haven't got anybody's else. Alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
Why did he sound so fucking freaky saying the last two
then
things?
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make it clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Chihiro.
Hold on. Oh wait, they're not letting me.
It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Okay, or it's that.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
It's either the one that Hiro said there was a weapon to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a bloodstain on it.
Chihiro's fatal
Wait,
injury.
okay, so
Appears
Beast
it
is-
was a head.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt
Okay, I'm
instrument
pretty sure
could
this is
it
it.
have been?
Oh no. The proof that contradicts what I said? Okay, no, it's not that, so it is what's his
Chihiro's
face.
fatal. It appears it.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, that's wrong.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the...
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that...
Wait, so you mean when I do that? Oh yeah, they stopped
And the
talking.
wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack? The fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop. What? Wait, what has been added? For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear when they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there is one way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can shoot down with the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Welding, well, both of ours is on medium. Well, ours is on medium, so...
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it, but I just want...
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
No one gives a fuck. The thing Byakuya has shown me in the archive, we'll look at that and everyone would be convinced. It shows that this is the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit is Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why? What?
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which world at large doesn't know, if I'm mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
I hate this class trial so much. It's like, why did...
How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. Which means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh, is this Hangman's Gambit? I don't even know what they want me to do. Okay. Okay, so the first letter is S. I'm gonna have to look this up. Hold on. I don't know what this is. Okay. What kind of fucking weird word is that? Hold on, wait. Okay, that's not even the right one. Hold on, I'm almost there. Okay. That's a... Okay, no, that was the right one. That's a weird-ass word. S-C-H-I-O. Oops.
Now I understand.
What the hell is that? Schizo? What they're about to say.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Wait, what the fuck does that... Okay.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. She fainted? Oh no.
Shoot!
Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Oh, her behavior.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
You know, we already know that. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. Okay, yeah, we know all that.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Damn.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And
This guy's an
trepidation
asshole.
is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Damn.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story.
17 minutes.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Yeah, we know that.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
Sorry if you can hear a dog
All
barking.
that's
They're
left is
leaving
to
right
hear
now.
from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see? What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
That's loud as fuck.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Her laugh is loud as fuck in my ear. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get more details to know about all this. I have no idea. Status of the dead body. Why are they only giving us
Sorry,
one?
but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
So it's either what she says or what he says. Okay, I have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have been the answer. That should prove what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that.
Oh, shit.
Do you really expect
Perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare the modus operandi matches, what more proof?
Wait! No! No!
Give it up. You killed her.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Shoot!
Oh, I just got a whole heart taken away from me.
Sorry, but
You say that.
But perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare the modus
Operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
How is it wrong, though?
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Oh no, I gotta see how much minutes we're at. 25. Okay, we're at 25 minutes.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look around the neck and stomach. Here you'll see it.
I got it!
Yeah, we got a heart back.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Them scissors are strong as fuck if they can keep these people on a wall.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference relates to how the body was suspended. In the photos of other Genocide Jack cases, all the victims' hands were stabbed through their hands. Wait, what? Here you'll see the difference how the body was suspended. What was you?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement! Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Nah, my nigga Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac! There's actually one more difference!
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
What?
Too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors! Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire
I hate to die by scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, you got me tripping, dying by those.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can you gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
This bitch is fucking
I have
crazy.
no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. I had to slip. You got it wrong this time. We chose myself. But the only person who knows about it is the nigga that we were talking to the whole time.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Right now, while I'm recording this game, I am playing Pokemon Go.
Before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
I thought it was Toby.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
To disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it!
I am now catching a Pokemon.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all! Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
I don't know, maybe when you fucking went crazy.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms. They're suspicious, very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, There's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya said. I need to make it clear to everyone. The new element has been added to. Yes, I want to learn. Let me stop playing Pokemon so I can learn. We call it a true flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have any answers to a lie or contradiction in your loaded bullets, it might be wise to memorize it with a different weak spot. When the best time comes to flashback, you'll have to use a King Whip. In this case, though, I will say that you don't use a flashback yeah, that makes no sense.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yes.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
How would he have known? How would he have known that he was a girl?
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity, that's a natural.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong. I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yup.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. He's kind of corny, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Okay, wait, how long have we been going for? 38? Okay.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible, is hidden there. What could it be?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh, that's it.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
The proof that Byakuya did it is hidden within the rope. Guess it's possible, but first, the item should have been used to bound with it was used like a rope. No, it wasn't. Byakuya didn't use a rope, he used a very specific object.
What? The difference? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, and I use those same
But Chihiro was some kind of...
That's right! Then there must be
Hey, Byakuya, I've never
Seen that rope before in my life.
No! Damn it!
Somebody else must have had it hidden away
Look,
somewhere.
I gotta get rid of the white noise before.
What? The difference? You want me to when I want to kill, and I use those things? But Chihiro, it was some kind of... That's right! Then there must be...
Hey, Byakuya.
I'd never seen that.
That rope before in my life.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Damn.
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time
Like this is the end for my nigga Byakuya.
went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
It's the end for him.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yes, it is. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Shiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's something off about what he said.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
You know what? How many should we have? 43? I think we're gonna end it here. So, nah. I forgot what I was gonna say. So, I hope you enjoyed this part of the class trial. Like, subscribe, comment for more Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. Peace.